In ancient times, a poor woodcutter lived by a river. Every day, he would go to the forest, chop wood, and sell it in the market to provide for his wife and children. One day, while the woodcutter was busy cutting branches from a large oak tree near the river, his axe suddenly slipped from his grasp and fell into the water. The man, who had lost his only means of livelihood, sat down by the riverbank, heartbroken and helpless, and began to weep. Suddenly, a kind voice reached his ears. "Oh man, why are you so distraught?" The man looked up and saw a kind fairy who had emerged from the water. The woodcutter told the fairy about his axe falling into the river and begged for her help. The fairy, feeling pity for the man's sorrow, dived into the river and after a moment, emerged with a golden axe in her hand. "Is this your axe?" she asked. The woodcutter, seeing the very valuable golden axe, humbly replied, "No, this is not my axe." The fairy went under the water again and this time returned with a silver axe and asked the same question. The woodcutter once again said, "No, this is not my axe either." For the third time, the fairy went into the river and brought out the rusty iron axe that belonged to the man himself. "Is this your axe?" she asked. The woodcutter, seeing his old axe, was overjoyed and cried out, "Yes, that's right. This is my own axe." The fairy was very pleased with the woodcutter's honesty and integrity. "You are an honest man," she said. "Because of this, I will give you all 3 axes, the golden, the silver, and the iron one, as a gift." The woodcutter, amazed by the fairy's great kindness, thanked her repeatedly and returned home with his new and valuable axes. From then on, the woodcutter and his family's lives changed, and they lived in comfort and prosperity. But the story doesn't end there. When the news of this event spread throughout the village, a greedy woodcutter who was his neighbor was tempted to try his own luck. He deliberately threw his axe into the river and began to cry and wail. The kind fairy appeared again and asked him the reason for his sorrow. The greedy man, with lies and deceit, said that his precious axe had fallen into the river. The fairy went under the water and came back with a golden axe. "Is this your axe?" she asked. The greedy man, whose eyes gleamed at the sight of the golden axe, greedily shouted, "Yes, that's it. Give me my axe." But the fairy, who knew of his lies and greed, said angrily, "You are a liar and do not deserve any axe." And not only did she not give him the golden axe, but she also took his own iron axe and disappeared. The greedy man, who with his scheme had not only failed to gain wealth but had also lost his only tool, returned home ashamed and regretful. This story teaches us that honesty and integrity are always rewarded, and greed and lying will have no good end. Please like and subscribe to the Story World channel and share your comments with us.